Hi guys, it's me. Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's your guy. My name is Taylor Swift. I'm your dad. Boogie woogie woogie. I'm just kidding. I'm Tyler. But I almost had you there for a second, right? Right? Don't lie. Stop lying. So you guys have been around for a while. You probably know me pretty well at this point. But something you should know about me is that I'm, deeply forgetful. I'll give you an example. Right now, I am in the beautiful country of Cyprus. And typically when people engage in international travel, they will pack a certain amount of things to prepare for said journey. I forgot pants. I'm not joking. The pants I'm wearing right now, I had to go buy them because I forgot pants when I flew to another country. But I'll give you another example. I forgot my camera and my microphone. And I've come to understand that you guys have developed an expectation for a certain level of content, right? And I'd like to provide that. So for this week, we're gonna try something new. We're gonna take a dive into the past. We've made 36 episodes of Classroom Horror Stories. Today, we're gonna look back at the 5 craziest stories from this entire series. Because what's better for trauma than a reminder? And next week, when I'm back in the US of A, we go right back to the news stories. Sound good? Sound great? Love it. Let's get into it.
This next classroom story is from Alex, and Alex lives in Idaho. Hello, Mr. J. I have a story from when I was in 12th grade, and I think you're going to love it. I already love it. I love it because one of my fans sent it, and somebody's actually engaging with this ridiculous series before it gets completely banned from the internet. In 12th grade, we had a really weird first-year science teacher. He looked in every way, shape, and form like he should be a science teacher. He had incredibly far back balding hair that was white, even though he was young. Did he dye his hair white? Or why would that happen? During our first week of school, he came into the classroom and he told us that he saw an experiment online that he wanted to try. During the experiment, the teacher takes one of the giant water gallon jugs, puts some chemicals into it, and lights a fire at the nozzle of the jug. When the chemicals interact with the flame, it causes a lot of pressure, and the water jug goes flying across the room. He said he looked up how to do it on Google, and ChatGPT explained it to him, and that nobody should be worried. The trust that people have in ChatGPT is absolutely incredible.
People forget that AI, in general, uses information from the internet that could come from any source. Some random-ass person who has no scientific background could write something on the internet, and AI could use it as a source. To use ChatGPT to help you construct an experiment in class is even crazier.
So he basically put a lighter up to the nozzle of the water jug, and it wouldn't light.
Can you believe that?
After a little while, he aimed the bottom part of the jug towards his head, and he tried to light it with the liquid, the chemicals, closer to the bottom of the jug. Oh no. Oh no.
What is going on? Why?
Oh no. When he lit the bottom of the jug slammed him in the face and exploded. Where are you in school? Sky High? This is insane. If anybody understands that Sky High reference, I'm actually very proud of you. I hope I'm not the only one. Side note, some of my students actually told me that I looked like the science teacher from Sky High, and that was really hurtful. So I can only imagine there's going to be a picture on the screen. When all the smoke cleared, we saw that our teacher's head was on fire. The teacher's head was on fire? How does that happen? Okay, I know how it happened. You explained how it happened, but like, how do you come back on Monday after this? You're completely bald because you burned all your hair off. You have a concussion and probably severe CTE later in life because you got a water jug to the face at rocket speeds. You can't just come back and, hey guys, how was your weekend? No, you just cracked your skull. You just lit your head on fire. Oh, just kidding, just kidding. After that day, our science teacher quit. Yeah, I don't advocate for teachers quitting unless it's necessary. You got that one. You're good. You take your time. Do what you need to do. Thank you for reading, and I hope I see this on Classroom Horror Story episode 26. You're going to love this. You're on it. Thank you for writing in. Oh, Jesus.
If you want to know what a motherfucking boss looks like, you looking at one. A bitch that handles big business.
My name is Andrew, and I live in Melbourne, Australia. Brian, we're global.
Yes!
Go back there and do the global dance.
We're global, we're global, we're going global.
Okay, nope, that's enough of the global dance. Okay. This story is from when I was in high school. When we were in school, each grade was allowed to use a specific set of toilets.
What does that mean?
Like the seniors have their own set of toilets. So like the senior boys have one set. This is actually really common.
Why?
This is exactly how it was in the high school I was in.
My high school, there were just toilets and you
Because
use them.
if you let them all in the same one, they will murder each other. They don't like each other.
What do you mean? Just
Have you ever heard of
coexist.
like grade-wise hazing?
Yeah, but you just deal with it.
You never got your head put into a toilet when you were
No,
younger?
that's like an 80s thing. That's like when you were in high school.
Ooh.
That's like a dinosaur thing. Like when you were ancient, you know, like that would be a thing. You know, like that's such a cliche thing because old people used to do that. You know, like back in the 50s and 60s when you were driving those big cars with the white rims and like you went to diners and like discos.
Brian.
And you had jukeboxes.
I did have a jukebox.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, unfortunately for us, there was only one toilet and 3 urinals in the boys' bathroom that we were allowed to use. The biggest problem with that is that the toilet didn't flush. It was just piling waste each day. Oh, and if you're Brian pooped 5 times yesterday.
It was really bad.
Because Brian decided to eat an airport turkey sandwich and blueberry muffin.
It tasted so. They warmed it up too. The blueberry muffin they warmed up. Oh,
That thing got you. That thing is playing boxing matches with your colon.
you want to know the worst part?
What?
I would do it all again.
Okay, Brian, Jesus.
It tasted so good.
I don't want to hear about it.
Not the colon, but the blueberry muffin.
We asked the administrators to fix it and they said that they would, but nothing happened. A couple friends and I had been in a machinery class that year and decided that we would try to fix it ourselves.
Honestly, how hard would it be?
Pretty hard. Are you a plumber?
You just get the plumbing thing and
Let's
just
see,
do
because
that.
this probably would have gone the same for us. We showed up after school and snuck into the bathroom with tools we stole from our parents. Great. We had no idea what we were doing, so we just started unscrewing things. Oh, God. It was going fine until it stopped going fine. That's typically how things and stuff go. Out of absolutely nowhere, an enormous stream of feces and pee came shooting out of the toilet bowl. It covered all of our faces and went into our mouths and eyes.
Nope. Oh, I can't.
Imagine the infection.
Oh.
Imagine the infection.
I would just end things right
Oh
there.
my God,
That's
no.
it. I'm done.
One kid actually went blind because of this, but that's beside the point.
What do you mean? That's besides the point.
That is not beside the point.
That is the point. What?
All right, we panicked and ran out of the school. This happened on a Friday, so the entire weekend in the top floor and subsequently the other 4 floors got flooded with the backed up waste of 12th grade boys.
Oh my God, no.
That's like just Takis. None of that's coming out solid.
That janitor the next Monday is quitting his job.
Nah, you gotta quit. When the administrator showed up on Monday, there was a foot of poop and pee built up on each floor.
Nope. Can't do that.
Nah, I'll take no for 500, Alex. Apparently it sat there for so long it began to ferment and mold was accumulating on the walls because of the lack of ventilation.
Okay, this school just sounds like out of a horror movie.
Like, are you going to school inside of like a pipe?
What?
The school was closed for a week, but it never got rid of that smell. By the way, the toilet still doesn't work. Jesus. Thanks for reading this. I hope it makes it to episode 34. How could it not? That's the craziest, a foot of poop. Can we just, I have, wait, oh wait.
I was just gonna bring up my foot.
I could do something, but I can't.
bet it's not. Your foot is not 12 inches long.
Bet.
No, it's 10 and a half. It is, look, 10 and a half.
Yeah, but if you round up.
You know what rounds up in foot? Listen, imagine you have this much poop.
Bigger than my head.
All of this is just poop.
You could sink your entire head into the poop.
Why are you here?
Cause
You literally could sink your whole head.
that's
into the
what
poop.
I'm saying.
Wow, that's
Crazy. Okay.
Andrew, thank you for writing in. Melbourne, I love you. The Australian stories are crazy.
Yeah.
But we are global. Do the global dance. Go. Global dance. Global dance. Okay. Enough with the twerk.
I'm eating the best pasta in the world. Fettuccine Alfredo. Fettuccine Alfredo. I'm on those recipes. I'm skinny now.
This one is from Jennifer. This one's called New Teacher Observation.
I swear to God, if this is traumatic enough to like jog memories of observations, we're gonna have a problem and I'm gonna have to talk to you guys personally.
Jennifer says this is a PTSD experience for a new teacher for sure. Here we go. 1 month into my first year as a classroom teacher, I had a scheduled observation from my mentor. At the time, I was an 8th grade ELA/reading teacher in Central Texas. Not my ideal grade level, but it is what it is. I like the way that you're looking at this, and I can already tell that it did not help in your favor. I had what I thought an awesome lesson on Edgar Allan Poe.
I love Edgar Allan Poe.
Telltale Heart. If you haven't read Telltale Heart, I want you to read it, and I want you to look up the YouTube video, this like voiceover of it, of this creepy old dude, and he reads it, and it's so sketchy, and if you read it during like Halloween time in your class, it's crazy. Read it with like upper elementary school or older, because it is kind of insane. It's about like murder and all this. Try it out. An awesome lesson on Edgar Allan Poe and an introduction to his short stories. I had just finished giving background on Poe and introducing the Cask of Amontillado. Love it. When one of my students, unfortunately at the very front of the class, let out a blood-curdling scream and fell out of his seat. What? He began thrashing around on the floor and ended up ripping his shirt off before I could get to him. Is he possessed by a demon? Is that what's going on right now? He jumped up, pointed at the young man behind him, and screamed, "I'm going to unalive you." He jumped across the desk onto him. They started kicking and hitting each other as my mentor and I tried to get them apart. The person doing the observation had to rip a child off of another kid. Another student ran across the hall and had the teacher call for admin and security. By the time they got there, we got them apart and had one out in the hall and the other one in the classroom. I had the young man who had the fit with me in the hall, along with his shirt. When I asked him what happened, he told me to shake his shirt out. I screamed as 6 live, huge cockroaches fell out of his shirt and scurried across the floor. Nope.
I don't think I'm getting enough appreciation for how crazy I'm not acting. How crazy I'm not acting. You're welcome. I'm doing a really good job.
This is my feel-good hat. And after that story, I needed to feel good. So I'm gonna finish the story with my feel-good hat on and no one's gonna say a word. This is why teachers should get paid $100,000 a month.
If you have to give money to women.
Laughter erupted from a few students, including the culprit inside my room. The principal was with me and he stormed into my classroom and grabbed a kid. Whoa. The principal grabbed a kid and dragged him off to the office. The nurse collected the cockroaches for the resource officer and then took my other student off to her office. Can we discuss how interesting it is that in all of the situations that a nurse is qualified to help out with, when a kid gets 6 cockroaches put into his shirt, who gets called to clean it up? The nurse? The nurse? I'm surprised she didn't throw an ice pack at him.
I will never say sorry.
After all of this, my mentor wrote in her observation that I should have handled the situation better and have been able to predict that this would have happened. Are you kidding me?
No.
No, this mentor should not be allowed to do observations in any classroom in America. That's insane. How do you prepare for 6 live cockroaches to be put in a kid's shirt? He goes all Iron Man, all Hulk, and then loses his mind. No, that's insane. Of course, admin and resource officers did not agree with her and backed me on how I handled breaking the fight up and separating the students. No teacher's taught to handle that situation.
That's what happens when
None
you
of
don't
them.
trust Jesus.
There is no part of the curriculum where it says how to handle a fight that happened because a kid got cockroaches put in his shirt. No. To this day, I cannot handle the sight of roaches. I'm also very empathetic towards new teachers, as you should be. New teachers, you gotta understand that observations will never go the way that you want them to, but they'll probably never be that bad. That is one of the most horrific things I've ever read in my whole life. God bless you for being able to handle that. God bless you for staying in the profession after that.
Did you pray today? Did you pray today? I get down on some gangster.
When I was in my junior year of high school, I had a very weird teacher, and we're going to call him Mr. D. At the beginning of the year, Mr. D was a pretty normal teacher. He would just go through the day and do what he needed to do. He was actually pretty nice to us. That's the very bare minimum, but I'm glad that you took note of it. Obviously, because of how he was acting at the beginning of the year, we didn't think he was weird. You've mentioned him being weird twice, and it's causing me anxiety. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not feeling super comfortable right now. One day, my friend and I were after school for a club. It was after hours and Mr. D was still in his room, but he had his door closed, so we couldn't go in and talk to him. We decided to look through the window to see if he was working on something. What we saw still plays in my head to this day. God. I'm getting that like, that tightness in the chest, that like panicky, either like fight or flight type thing. God, I feel I'm sweating. This man had his bare foot up on the desk and he was clipping his toenails. Mr. D, you sick bastard. This was by far one of the weirdest things we'd seen in the school, but we brushed it off and didn't think too much of it. How? How'd you do that? How did you How did you brush that off? I honestly, I applaud you for being able to brush that off. I would have kicked that door open and gotten to the bottom of it immediately. Also, clipping your toenails in the school? Ugh. This is gross. Here's where the story gets worse. Oh, why does it have to always get worse? Why does it always have to get worse? Just wondering. Why does it always have to get worse? Why can't the story get better? Can't it be like, and then he stopped doing the thing he was doing? Can't that be the end of the story? Okay, you guys don't want that to be the end of the story. The day that we had seen Mr. D after school was in November. At the very end of the year, we were in advisory in Mr. D's room. During advisory, teachers usually let students sit wherever they want, and we decided to sit behind Mr. D's desk. Oh, God.
Nah, man.
God, I shouldn't have read ahead. I read ahead, though. I did that. We made the mistake of opening one of Mr. D's drawers. This drawer was filled, I mean filled with toenail clippings. If I see a single person in the comments telling me to do episode 28,
I'm gonna lose my marbles.
This is why I don't want to do episode 28. Don't talk to me about why don't you want to do episode 28. This is the reason. Ugh. Jesus. He was keeping his clipped toenails throughout the year. He saw that we had found his toenail drawer, and then he screamed at us for invading his collection drawer. Mr. D, this is not playing cards. These are your toenails.
Little
Sweet
boy.
Christ. Don't they do background checks when they hire teachers anymore? And if that background check says collects his toenails, is that not a red flag to anyone? Jesus Christ. I hope this is crazy enough to get into episode 27. It's crazy enough to get you in prison. Thank you for being chubby and orange. Great. Kick me in the... Yep, I deserve that. I would say thank you for writing in, but no. Not thank you for writing in. That just ruined my day, Isabel. I do have a surprise for you. Rania got these really cool comfort hoodies. This isn't even an ad, but it should be. Check this out. She's got a little hoodie. Oh, what do you think? Do you hate it? She's got her own little baby hoodie. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your whole life? Oh, she hates it so much. When I was in 5th grade, I had a teacher named Mr. Woodley. He was our health teacher, and the only polite way that I could put it is that he was an idiot. That was the polite way? If that was the polite, what's the mean way? Okay, I don't even want to know. Okay, so Mr. Woodley's an idiot. He was showing our class the video that you're supposed to see in 5th grade on puberty. Yikes! Nope, I'm good. Skip that. No. Also, I feel like I hit puberty when I was like 20. I don't know why anybody's showing me anything in 5th grade. Caroline, cue the picture of me from 5th grade. She might not have cued it. If she didn't cue it, I probably look silly. While that was already traumatizing, the story is not about that video. Crazy. I'd like to start by pointing out that Mr. Woodley found a video on YouTube that explained puberty for the boys and girls and played that instead of teaching it himself. Is that legal? I mean, you're in Australia, but Australia's got laws. Is that legal to do that? Are you allowed? I mean, when I was teaching, it was like you needed to have a certain curriculum set. You needed to teach what was in that curriculum set. I don't know. Mr. Woodley's gone rogue. He found a video on YouTube that explained puberty. Not to mention, generally, boys and girls are supposed to be separated because of the content of the video. Yes, that is what's supposed to happen. What did you do, Mr. Woodley? He kept the boys and girls together and watched it all together? Like showed the different parts that each person was supposed to become affiliated with together? No, everything about this is looking like a jail cell. While the video was playing, Mr. Woodley decided that he needed to go to the bathroom. What he didn't know is that there was another video queued up for right after the puberty video. I feel like I need to scream, but I don't know if I'm there yet. I think I'm gonna get there. This might be the episode that I finally scream. We'll just have to find out together. The next video was meant for medical school students. Jesus Christ, this is already going so bad. It was a video that detailed how birth works inside of an operating room. Oh, shit, that's bad. That's a big ass no-no. No. You don't, that's no. I'll tell you what's not in the curriculum. That. My class of 30 fifth graders and I watched a high definition video of a real woman giving real birth start to finish. Oh, that's gruesome. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This was especially bad because the woman in the video tore. What? If you don't know what that means, just look it up. Thank you for reading this. I hope you have a good day being fat and orange. Tearing during birth. Oh! I'd like to take a minute to just give a little bit of gratitude for all of the mothers in this world. You withstand more than you should. I hope that's the rarest thing that could ever happen during child's birth, because that looked like a contest in the movie Saw, and I hate that I saw that. I wish I hadn't seen that. I'm gonna do everything in my power to block that out of my memory. Nope, it's still there. Well, thank you for writing in.
So I thought when I came into being 24, I could have some new things involvement, but the old things keeps on popping up. And the new thing is that I did not want to be emotional during my monthly. But can I help it? Darling, no. I'm scared.
Do you feel better after watching that? If you just said yes, I have some information for you. You need professional help. That's what you need. You need professional help. I was present for every single video. I experienced these in real time, and watching them back felt like Vietnam flashbacks for me. You could be anywhere, but because of mental health issues, you decided to be here. I appreciate you all so much for watching. I'm sorry that it's not a new story episode, but this throwback episode was shockingly horrific. On episode 28, we're gonna jump right back into brand new stories, so put your horror stories in the comments of this video so that you can be featured. Jesus, I need like bonus SSRIs after that. That was horrific. Okay, bye.